And okay, are we live? We're live. Yes, we are live. Hello, everybody. I'm Kind of Freak 7, as you know, and this is my friend.
I'm Gravy. Nice to meet you.
His real name is George, but he prefers to be called Gravy, apparently.
I'm the captain of the gravy boat. That's my name.
One day on this podcast, I'm just going to give you a bowl of gravy, and I'm going to make you drink it.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that.
Well, hey, I did it once.
Bowl of gravy and some chicken fingers.
All right, maybe I'll give you some chicken fingers. But we're not here to talk about chicken fingers, are we?
No.
What are we here to talk about?
We had some very exciting trailers come out this week.
Yes, and I think the most exciting one was Ant-Man. No, of course not. I think the one everybody freaked out about, and scoot over a bit because I'm like half forgot about it. But I think, oh yeah, welcome to the Geek Week review. It's backwards. It's backwards because of my camera and computer and words. But yeah, Geek Week review podcast, first episode. Already a minute in, and we are so unprofessional. This will improve. So I'm going to use my sonic screwdriver for the rest of the show.
Star Wars. Immediate reactions.
Okay, I started watching the live stream of Celebration like Thursday morning in my dorm room about 40 minutes before my English class started. Almost didn't go, but I thought I need to go because I need to go to class. But I secretly watched the podcast, and that trailer came up. I hit all my volume all the way up. Literally didn't give a crap that my teacher was talking, and I watched that damn trailer, and I cried. I will admit I cried.
When did you cry? From the beginning? You were crying all
the way?
No.
I was getting more excited with each passing second. But I started to cry. I think a lot of people can agree with me, but I started crying when you heard Han Solo saying, "Chewie, we're home." And my English teacher literally looked at me and was like, "You're just geeking out and you don't give a fuck, do you?" He's like, "Nope." Everyone, I got some weird looks from that class, but I've gotten weird looks before, and there have been some weirder ones, so it's normal for me. I need to put that down. So I'm going to be messing with it the entire hour, how long we end up doing this. What about you, Mr. Gravy?
Mr. Gravy. Oh, that's my father.
Okay, Gravy, what did you think?
My immediate reaction was, obviously, the main image that stuck out to me was the image of Darth Vader's face, which was just so creepy and gross. Gosh.
The meth head Vader.
Yes, not even once. Meth. Not even once.
Okay,
Stay in school, kids.
Yeah. Oh boy! Let's see. Okay, where is my live stream? I'm okay. This isn't good. I'm trying to find my live stream here because I need to give this link to people. But you keep talking, George. Give me a minute.
Oh, a lot of pressure. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Great seeing Han Solo back.
Oh, I think I know.
Oh my gosh! Just all the old cast coming back is probably the most exciting thing about this.
I believe I know the problem. I believe I'm not in my actual account.
Got some technical difficulties.
You can keep talking.
Well, that wasn't the only Star Wars news, by the way.
Oh yeah, of course.
We got the new Battlefront trailer, so that's exciting as well. Favorite games growing up, just fantastic. Oh my gosh, so many hours wasted. So looking forward to doing that.
Somebody's still on our podcast, and we need to change that. So it's no longer Geek Week review.
Erase that.
I'm not going to risk a copyright.
We're now going to be
the unnamed podcast.
The unnamed podcast with Gravy and Owen.
I'm not even going to waste time running it. But we need to find. Okay. Well, we just run into all sorts of technical problems. Are we already out of things to talk about? We did not. We just. Okay, here, hold on. Okay, I think we need to go. Let's see. Here, hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna give people this link. Okay. Hold on. Jeopardy thing would be nice. That's not what I wanted to write on that post. My friends in the Wolfpack podcast are way more professional, so they're a great podcast. Go check them out. There we go. Okay, now we can go back to our unnamed podcast. Okay, so what we're talking about? Star Wars trailer. Okay, well, I think a couple of the things that I'd like to talk about. Now, here, hold on. Okay, we really need a better system of how we're going to do this. Let's see here, hold on. Okay, my friend Matt was nice enough to send me some pictures from the trailers. So here, hold on. Un momento. Let's go to your screen share
for the Hispanic viewers.
If we even have any viewers.
I'm watching. I see you out there.
Okay, so
Seniors
look at the
senioritas.
infinite strand.
Whoa. I have looked into the void.
So this shot I think is an amazing shot of just the trailer, because you have Daisy Ridley, who is Bae. She's just a darling person. See, hold on. Yes, this is Daisy Ridley. She is my legitimate celebrity crush. I'm in love with Daisy Ridley.
Wow.
George, she's mine. So
okay. All right. Well, you know.
I'll fight you for it. But just some interesting things about this scene. If you look closely, there is a lone TIE fighter trying to blow them up to smithereens. So we have John Boyega, who is playing our wonderful stormtrooper we saw in the very beginning of the first trailer, the first character we saw.
Who always seems to be out of breath.
I know!
Somebody get that guy an inhaler.
He's like an asthmatic.
Oh my gosh.
I'm kidding. I love John Boyega. Attack on the Block. That was another movie he did. I really enjoyed that one. It's a kind of like one of those. It's a cheesy science fiction kind of horror movie, but it's still a good movie. And then of course we have the Ever Practical confirmed. This is not CGI. This is a practical droid.
Yes, they revealed it. Yeah.
BB-8.
Live, so
I think we know the number one Christmas present for this year. I was actually talking to a girl from my chemistry class or astronomy class who says I'm like so asking for one for Christmas. And that's my friend Matt Snapchatting me. Thank you, Matt.
I hear they had a hard time finding how to fit in there, though.
But here's the thing. But during the live panel, they showed a picture. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, ignore my ever-long Facebook feed. But look, here's the picture. See, so I'm assuming this is right after that last picture I just showed you. If you look here and here, am I to understand that these are the legs for the Boydin ramp from the Millennium Falcon?
Ah.
Because in the trailer, there is a scene in the trailer with the Millennium Falcon being pursued by a lone TIE fighter.
Interesting.
So here is my speculation. A TIE fighter attacks this little village. John Boyega, who is Finn, Rey, who is played by Daisy Ridley, run to the Millennium Falcon. Somehow it's there. I'm willing to bet Han Solo is not the owner of this ship at the time, because it has been 30 around a little bit over 30 years since we last saw our wonderful cast of amazing characters. And in 30 years, a lot can happen to a ship. It can change hands. I mean, within the here's a little bonus hint. In Episode 3, you could actually see the Millennium Falcon at one point.
Really?
Yes.
When was that?
I believe it was one of the long shots, one of the extreme long shots of the Coruscant.
Interesting.
I don't remember the exact scene, but I know if you look really close, you can see the Millennium Falcon just kind of flying across the screen. Now, I'm going to guess that was owned by Lando Calrissian at the time. Now, for those of you who watch Star Wars Rebels, I know George doesn't, and I hate you for that. I'm just kidding. It's a good show. Definitely check it out. The trailer for that, the second season did premiere today. Darth Vader's back. You got some returning characters from the Clone Wars. Hondo Onaka. We have, of course, Ahsoka Tano, who is, I think, a lot of people's favorite characters. And one of my personal favorite characters was confirmed for Season 2, Captain Frickin' Rex of the Clone 501st Battalion. So I'm really interested to see how he somehow survived Order 66 and didn't become a Jedi murdering person. But anyway, So, in Star Wars Rebels, there is an episode with Lando Calrissian, and he does not own the Millennium Falcon at the time. And from the scene from Episode 3 to that, I'm guessing that's a good about 10, 15 years, because Rebels is about set 4 or 5 years before A New Hope. So, I'm willing to guess that in that 15-year span, Lando somehow lost the Millennium Falcon, and with it being 30 years since Return of the Jedi, I am willing to bet that there is an easy way for Han Solo to lose the Millennium Falcon somehow. So I am willing to bet. I actually have a bet with my friend, for a $5 bet for when we go see this movie with my friend Christian, that Daisy Ridley and John Boyega are in the pilot seats of the Millennium Falcon. I am willing to bet heavily on that.
Interesting.
But he states that it is none other than our favorite smuggler and Wookiee, Han Solo and Chewbacca. And now another reason for me to speculate that Han and Chewie don't own the Falcon anymore is because of the line they said right in this scene, Chewie, we're home.
Ah.
Now, if you're a normal person and go out of town on vacations every once in a while, you're the kind of person, and if you're the kind of and a lot of people are going to be the kind of people who, when they get back from a long vacation, they're glad to be home. They're going to say, we're home, or it's good to be home. So that's another slight indication that Chewie and Han do not own the Falcon at this point in time.
Yeah, I'm seeing all the dots connecting.
So we may have a little bit of the Force Awakens plot etched out.
Spoilers. Oh, we got to spoiler tag this.
Oh, I've already been spoiled enough. I know about 80% of the plot, so
oh my goodness.
I'm not going to spoil anything. R2D, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I have no idea what's going on with R2D2. And speaking of droids, I have come to realize that where is C-3PO in these two trailers? We've seen Han and Chewie now. We've seen R2. Another thing, I am willing to bet. Oh crap. Okay. That is a Star Destroyer. That's not the picture I wanted. Did Matt even? I don't even think Matt gave me that picture. Okay. I can pull it up on iMovie because let's see. I've been a total nerd and combining all the footage from both trailers. Let's see. Hold on for a second. Here's another scene. I'm just going to put this in here, just randomly, somewhere. Now, if you look, that hand does not look human. It looks like, to me, it's got a little bit of an orange tint if you look even closer. Oh, maybe not. Okay, never mind. Hold on. We are really bad at this podcast thing right off the bat. Oh, well. Here we go. Perfect. I am willing to bet that the hand receiving the lightsaber, is Princess Leia, because if you listen.
Sister has it.
My sister has it. And Luke is currently, of course, talking about the Force. So I am willing to bet that this is Princess Leia getting Luke's lightsaber. Now, speaking of lightsabers, if you look closer, you do realize that this is Luke's first lightsaber that he was given by Obi-Wan in A New Hope. And he used to, sadly, get his ass whooped by Darth Vader in The Empire Strikes Back, only to have it cut off and fall down a Bespin pit.
Ugh.
Now, my question, where in the world and how in the world did they get this lightsaber? That's a mystery. I think it's we will uncover, hopefully, and most likely when the movie does come out.
They can't not explain that.
Yeah. So they're going to... Lucy, you got some splaining to do. No, JJ, you got some splaining to do.
Oh, my goodness.
So, and speaking of, and earlier, back to that thing I was telling you earlier, I am willing to bet that this orange-tinted character kind of thing is a possible Andy Serkis. Because he has been confirmed for a CGI kind of character.
And it's been heavily under wraps.
So I'm willing to bet.
Never talk about it at all.
I am willing to bet that this is Andy Serkis' character that we're possibly going to see.
Interesting.
But we're going to have to find out in the trailer. But I think one of my favorite scenes of the whole trailer would have to be these badasses right here. I am a major fan of the Empire. I if I had a choice between joining the Rebels and the Empire, I would proudly take up arms next to the Imperials. I would proudly fly a TIE fighter into battle, probably getting my ass blown up by Luke Skywalker, but it would totally be worth it. Or I would love to be the commander of a freaking Star Destroyer. Or drive an AT-AT. One of the three. But I'm just going to say I'm in love with the new Stormtrooper armor. I think it's beautiful. If I had the money, I would totally buy a set of this armor and proudly wear it to the premiere of Star Wars The Force Awakens. I'm talking too much. George, what are your thoughts about him?
I think it looks awesome. See the progression throughout the movies. You know, in the old movies, you see the technology progressing. And
Yeah.
so it's just cool to see that they're still evolving. They're not, you know, they're not stuck in the past. This really is a movie for the next generation, which is another thing I wanted to talk about.
Let's just hope they can actually hit something in this movie.
Yeah, of course. That famous stormtrooper aiming.
Always missing. I think there's an internet meme that's floating around the internet a lot. It is a Star Trek red shirt dying and a stormtrooper still missing. The red shirt will still die and the stormtrooper will still miss, but somehow these things both end up failing with each other.
Oh my gosh.
Which I think is pretty hilarious. Another scene which I'm really excited to see is what I'm guessing is the battle in a Star Wars or the Imperial Star Destroyer hangar. But my question is, okay, first off, this guy is probably thinking one of two things. What the hell did I do to deserve this? Why am I here? And also, Wilhelm scream.
Yes, I was just about to say that. Wilhelm scream, almost definitely. I think we got to get at least 3 in this movie. I mean,
we really, JJ, if you're somehow by randomly chance watching this, I do not want AC/DC. We're not talking about Iron Man here. We're talking about Star Wars. So
no, we want at least 3 Wilhelm screams. That's all classics have more than one.
Yes. So now here's another thing. Is this Imperials versus Imperials? Because if you look, looks like this guy's got this guy right in his sights ready to blow. So I'm confused.
Civil War confirmed? Marvel crossover?
Yes. In this costume is Captain America and Iron Man. Thank you, Marvel and Disney. I think we're proud to confirm that we're secretly working for Marvel and Disney, and we are proud to confirm that this Star Wars The Force Awakens is in fact a Marvel indeed. I'm just kidding. although that would be interesting.
I can't stand up for a while. My nerd boner is fully erect.
Mine too.
Oh my
But
goodness.
anyway, here's another.
I'm so sorry.
Here's another picture.
I'm so
but
sorry.
we're gonna go back to the tape for this one because here's a little thing I'm curious about. That is. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is this picture? Okay, hold on here. Now, if you look carefully at John Boyega's helmet, right. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. I have it right here. No, I don't. There is blood. There's a bloody handprint on his helmet. Oh. What could that mean? So what I'm guessing, if that was John Boyega in that TIE fighter, I am guessing, I mean, it has been confirmed he is a stormtrooper, but maybe he's kind of starting to figure out, well, maybe these Imperial guys aren't so much the best. But I think it's also important that we point out that they're not called the Empire in the movie. They're called the First Order.
Interesting.
And the Rebellion is now called the Resistance. So I guess I'm guessing just thinking, oh, well, this New Order thing, maybe this wasn't such the best idea. And maybe he's starting to see because it's like, oh, wow, these guys really mean business and they want to kill people and blow things up and not do good. So maybe I made a mistake. So I'm guessing he kills somebody. Is like,
he finally hit somebody.
yes, a stormtrooper finally hits, confirmed, a stormtrooper finally hits somebody in The Force Awakens. So I'm willing to guess that he has killed somebody and gone rogue. And I'm guessing that's how he ends up here and out of breath. Let's see, what else can we talk about from this beautiful trailer that gives nothing but some things? The beautiful Chrome Stormtrooper. Now, I'm going to make a slight spoiler warning. This is Captain Phasma. That is the character's name, Captain Phasma.
Tell us about him.
It's rumored to be her.
Oh! A lady stormtrooper.
The actress rumored to play her is Gwendolyn Christie from Game of Thrones.
Interesting. Who does she play on Game
I
of
have
Thrones?
no idea. I don't watch the show. I'm probably gonna get some.
We'll look that up later. So one thing about the troopers, why do we have now a woman trooper and a black trooper? So they're not clones anymore?
No, they were never clones. After the Clone Wars, the expanded universe, which is here's another thing. If you gotta watch Star Wars Rebels, because there are some things you can learn about this whole movie just from watching The Force Awakens. In the episode Breaking Ranks, which I believe is the 5th or 6th episode, or maybe even 4th. I know it's one of the first I know it's like one of the first 5-6 episodes of the series. But it is a clone cadet training facility, and there are distinctively major differences between the cadets. I mean, they are no longer clones.
Interesting.
They are cadets they are people who enlist and join the Empire to serve and protect the galaxy. So these are not clones.
Okay.
I think that's one thing a lot of people
answer.
So I think that's one thing a lot of people were kind of confused about when the first trailer hit. Is like, oh wait, so now all these stormtroopers are black. Great. And I think it's where a few of the racist comments came from.
Yes, I heard about that.
But me knowing as much about Star Wars as I do, I was not upset. I was very glad. And also, for God's sakes, we have a freaking Lando Calrissian, Billy D. Williams. He's black. As far as I'm aware, nobody complained about him. So why are you complaining about another black guy?
Plus all the other unknown races that just show up.
Yeah, and also freaking Mace motherfucking Windu, motherfucker. Side note about Mace Windu. He actually has the etching of the abbreviations for motherfucker on his lightsaber.
Does he really?
Yes, he does. So what's next? Of course, we have our wonderful little droid in the Millennium Falcon, mainly because I believe the only reason that I could believe this would be the Millennium Falcon is because of the ladder so to me, and it looks like it reminds me a lot of the paneling and of the ladder that could go to the gun turrets. As you remember in episode 4, Han went up, Luke went down, and they blew up 4 TIE fighters. So that's just my little. Now, what BB-8 is looking at, maybe R2, because during the Force Awakens panel, there looked to be like a little bit of an argument between the two droids. So I'm willing to bet that there is a slight rivalry between these two.
Or a lover's dispute.
Maybe they're chasing after a female droid. And of course, we have Daisy Ridley, who I'm completely in love with. We have that. Okay, we've seen all these. Now, let's look at. Let's give old Kylo Ren a look. See, Kylo Ren, of course, is the main villain, one of the main villains for the film. Now I'm gonna point out a couple of things. Now, to me, these look like rounded up civilians. So maybe it's. So who knows? Maybe so. Maybe if John Boyega does go rogue, he maybe hides in this village, and the Imperials are able to track him and try to attempt to find him and burn down a village, because as you can clearly see, there is some fire in the back. And of course, there are flame troopers confirmed, so I'm guessing the flame troopers did that damage. And so, of course, we've seen this picture, and that picture, and that picture. Here's just another picture of Kylo Ren.
What do you think about the new look for the lightsaber?
I like it. I think it's going to be pretty cool.
You know, it does look a little clunky to me, but it's functional.
Yeah.
Because think about how many people in the Star Wars universe lost hands. And
Luke Skywalker. Anakin Skywalker.
How do you prevent that? You have
Count Dooku.
Cross guard.
So I think it's practical. And also, there was at Star Wars Celebration, which is currently going on in Anaheim, California. I was sad. I was unfortunately not able to go, but I would love to go for the next celebration. I'm going to do my best, hopefully. But they have a Force Awakens exhibit with some of the props and costumes from the movie, and one of the props is Kylo Ren's lightsaber. And the lightsaber does look to be as if it is kind of like amateurish made, because there are some gaps and a few wires sticking out. So I'm willing to bet Kylo Ren is not a Sith Lord as so much as a Sith enthusiast wanting to become Sith who has the Force. So I'm willing to bet that he's not a true full Sith, but a big fan of the Sith as much as to join the Empire.
Well, it would be really interesting to see the Sith not in power.
Yeah.
because they've been in power. All the movies, they're kind of the controlling ones, but now kind of the underdogs, the kind of coming up. That's exciting.
Yeah. So, and then what else do we have? Of course, we have the one lone TIE fighter, which I have been stating about. And to me, this looks like a chrome pilot because to me, this just looks like there's too much red to have on one costume. So I'm willing to bet this is a chrome pilot.
Reflecting.
And then we have this big ass explosion, and then of course we have Han and Chewie. So I think we got a pretty good look. Oh, there's one more thing we did not look at from the trailer. I think it's one of the biggest pictures. Good old R2-D2. Now, here's another thing. That hand. Whose hand could that be? I am willing to bet that is Luke Skywalker's right hand because he received his prosthetic robotic arm at the end of The Empire Strikes Back. And I am willing to bet within that 30-year period that flesh has deteriorated and fallen off.
Yes.
And I'm willing to bet that Luke Skywalker, I think it's pretty much kind of obvious that Luke Skywalker has gone into hiding after The Force Awakens and not really had the willpower to go get his arm fixed because, I mean, honestly, it's really not necessarily a thing if you're into hiding. It's like, oh, well, all this flesh came off. Let's just go get this fixed and come out of hiding for 5 seconds and get a shit ton of paparazzi. So I'm willing to bet that he, I don't know where this could be. This could maybe on Jakku, which is the desert planet that was confirmed for the movie. It is not Tatooine. Thank God, because I think we've had enough Tatooine. It's in 5 of the 7 movies. So the only other movie without Tatooine is The Empire Strikes Back.
Huh.
Revenge of the Sith had about a 2.5 minute clip at the end when baby Luke was given to Beru and Uncle Owen. Hey, Uncle Owen, haha. Yes, I'm Uncle Owen. Uncle Owen confirmed for Star Wars. But I'm excited to see where this goes. This whole movie goes. Okay, let's talk Battlefront.
Yes.
Whew, okay, I think we talked enough about Star Wars The Force Awakens, so let's go talk a little bit about Battlefront, and let's stop the screen sharing. Let's see what's right. And there are people.
Oh, we're back.
All right, we're back.
Hello, people.
With a still no-named podcast.
No name.
And we need to change the name because Geek Week review has been taken.
Well, we came up with it about 10 minutes before this.
Yeah, we
weren't too set on it.
I was also considering Saturday Night Geek as a joke to SNL,
of course.
But I'm honestly, Star Wars Celebration released the Star Wars Battlefront trailer yesterday. I was gladly watching that. Thankfully, I finished class after. I had a nice bit of Chick-fil-A to go with that premiere. We did see a bit. We did get to see a nice bit of the Endor battle, which I think is going to be pretty cool. Now, I've never been the biggest Endor person. I've always been Hoth, because my favorite Star Wars movie is Empire, and I've always loved the Battle of Hoth. I love to take a freaking AT-AT Walker, go boom, 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 blowing things up.
Well, see, my favorite was taking them down.
Oh yeah, that's always kind of fun. I've never been the best snow speeder pilot. I will gladly sit in the gunner seat and shoot, but I've never been good at going around because I always go too fast or too slow and fuck up and crash. So I'll gladly take the AT-AT Walker seat and blow people out of the sky. So Battlefront, it looks exciting. We have Tatooine, Endor, Hoth. And Sullust, which is the new planet, confirmed for the game. Sullust is, for those who don't know, it is an Imperial factory facility. That's where they make the AT-AT Walkers, a lot of the TIE fighters and stuff. It is basically Sullust. The geography is basically if Hoth and Mustafar had a baby, because there's volcanoes and lava, but there's also snow-capped mountains.
Sounds exciting.
Yes. So the little bit of footage they showed there looks really fun. And of course, they had to show Boba Fett because Boba Fett is one of the most popular characters in Star Wars history. I've never been the biggest Boba Fett fan. Boba Fett's awesome. Don't get me wrong. Don't hate me. But a lot of times, I think he's just overused in Star Wars culture, pop culture, because the first issue of the Darth Vader comic that they just released, the last page, there's Boba Fett. Go figure. But you never. But I mean, he's still a cool character.
I don't think Django gets enough credit.
No,
I don't know if you ever played the what was it called?
Bounty Hunter.
Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter. Oh, fantastic.
I played that last time I played it. I was 9 years old and I could not get past the first level. So
really? Oh, you need to buy it.
I still have it. I still have my GameCube. I still have. But my all-time favorite Star Wars game is Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2.
Interesting.
That is the one game I still do not have that I need to buy and play. Because I played that when I was 7, 8, 9 years old. I played video games. I could really not get past the first level because I didn't know what I was doing. Because we didn't have YouTube to look up, how the hell do I do this?
Yeah.
So you kind of had to. But I just got a kick out of crashing my X-Wing and playing the tutorials enough. So I mean, I had fun.
Yeah.
I think I'm well. I think I'm well capable of going back and playing Star Wars Rogue Leader again and finally getting past the first level. I need to go back and play Star Wars Bounty Hunter as well.
It's a classic. Did you play the second not Battlefront? The second Force Unleashed.
I have played. Okay, here's the deal. I have played the first, I think, 10 levels of the Force Unleashed.
The first one.
Yes, I played the first 6 or 7 levels. Then the copy I bought was $3 at GameStop and had some scratches, and there was. So what I did was I went back and bought the Ultimate Sith Edition, played it another level, and then said, I want to go play the DLC. Idiot me deleted my current game progress and saved my DLC progress over, and I have yet to go back and replay.
That is heartbreaking.
So I have no clue what happens at the end. Okay. But, I mean, I do know Starkiller is killed.
Well, there are 2 endings.
Ah.
There are actually 2 endings to so it depends at the end. There's a choice that's presented to you.
Okay. I guess I've only seen the one ending.
I won't spoil anything, but it's...
Okay, I guess I need to... Maybe I'll just go back and watch a walkthrough and then go back and play the game later. But I have seen a little bit of the gameplay for The Force Awakens 2, and I do have a Starkiller action figure proudly on display and on one of my shelves next to my Darth Vader, Boba Fett, and C-3PO.
He's one of my favorite characters. I'm sad that they announced that it wasn't canon for the movies. But, it's whatever. It's
what they call now the legend. So
yeah,
it could have happened, couldn't have happened, but, it's a legend. It's a myth.
Yeah.
So... But Battlefront, I'm really looking exciting. I don't have an Xbox One or a PS4, so I still need to go. So I put my birthday is in June, so I've put the Xbox One on my birthday list. So that's the one big item I'd love to get. And Battlefront comes out November 17th. And about 2 weeks after that, 3 weeks after that, the first DLC comes out, which is the Battle of Jakku.
Ooh.
Which takes in movie time, the Battle of Jakku takes place about a year after the Battle of Endor, and the designers for DICE and EA who are working on the game have stated that the Battle of Jakku will explain why the hell is there is a giant ass Star Destroyer in the middle of a desert. So,
awesome.
So that will be fun to get. I will definitely do my best to try to pre-order that. And we have 0 viewers, so oh well. But hi to our no viewers. But it's our first it's our first podcast, so who's going to watch the first one? Let's see. Well, we're still a half hour in. What else can we talk about?
Ant-Man.
Yes. Actually, wait a minute. I want to stay on this topic of Star Wars for a minute. I want to talk a little bit about Celebration. Have you watched any of the coverage?
No.
Okay, that's a problem. There's a lot of going on. There's a lot. They are currently live streaming the entire Celebration. I watched about 75% of the coverage. Of course, I'm not watching it right now, but I'm going to go back and watch it. I've had to miss a bit of it today because I've had to go do some homework. I've had to go to the store. And I've had to do this podcast, which I'm enjoying doing, our unnamed podcast still. I'm going to check my phone because I actually made a list of things that we could talk about.
That would be handy to look at.
Give me 1 second. George, just talk about something. Just tell everybody about yourself because I think my channel knows a bit about me. George, tell us about yourself.
Not much to say.
Or Gravy, which you would.
Gravy. I am
Okay, my ex-girlfriend decided to send me a picture or a slight little video of the lemurs from Madagascar dancing. Thank you, ex-girlfriend. I don't know why you're still sending me Snapchats after we broke up, but okay. And yes, I've had a girlfriend, surprisingly.
He's hard to let go. That's why still the Snapchats.
Apparently she still likes me. Those are text messages. That's the weather. That's the clock. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh wow, I did get a lot of here. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about Ant-Man.
All right.
Paul Rudd's Ant-Man. Ooh. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I enjoyed the second trailer. I think
much more than the first.
Yeah.
The first one, it was enough to give you just a little taste, but I'm glad they stepped it up because if they had followed with that tone from the first trailer.
I mean, I think I like it because, it's kind of got that Guardians of the Galaxy kind of feel because, it's like, a lot of people, I think a lot of people who, who are not like really into Marvel, but the Iron Man, Captain America kind of things, but they don't really know like the sub characters that really got Marvel big into where they are. I think that's really cool. I think that's one thing that really drew Guardians of the Galaxy into popularity. That was like my second favorite movie of last year, next to The Imitation Game.
Absolutely, one of the best.
You talking about Imitation or Guardians?
Guardians.
Okay, making sure we're on the right page here.
Didn't see Imitation Game.
That's a good movie. But Guardians of the Galaxy was amazing. Chris Pratt and just everybody working on that movie. James Gunn, great director, did a great job with it. Currently working on the second one, so I'm excited to see. I'm just excited to see the soundtrack they're gonna do, the Awesome Mix #2, because Awesome Mix #1 was amazing. Got some great music on there. Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no
Dance battle, you and me right now.
low enough.
All right, I win.
That's not impossible. But we got Baby Groot dancing.
But yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of humor in Ant-Man, but I think it'll be a different type of humor than Guardians. Guardians is kind of goofy, a little bit goofy, but it had to be, to kind of give it that kind of that edge, not just another Star Wars-esque movie. It's something new that's never been done before. So I think Ant-Man we're going to see a lot of dry humor.
Yeah.
A lot of Paul Rudd's kind of blank face kind of humor.
Yeah. So
that's going to be great.
We did get to see a little bit of the battle with him and Yellow Jacket.
Yes, we finally get to see Yellow Jacket in action. See him shrinking and see his plasma rays. Oh my gosh!
I think my favorite part of the trailer was the Thomas the Tank Engine cameo.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Oh my God! Thomas the Tank Engine memories of childhood.
Yes, Thomas the Tank Engine confirmed for Avengers 3.
No, we don't need Ant-Man. We'll just take Thomas the Train.
Give us a Thomas movie. That's what we want.
Yes, the Avengers, Thomas the Train, confirmed. Oh, the internet and the geek world. Such a wonderful thing.
Choo-choo, motherfucker.
and Ant-Man was really what got us kind of considering a podcast. So thank you, Ant-Man.
Thank you, Ant-Man.
And thank you, Ian,
tiny
for introducing us.
Yeah, our mutual friend Ian. We just met last week, so
and we're already doing a podcast.
All right.
So this time next year we'll be making a movie together.
Probably, yeah. We'll be working on Captain America: Civil War, I imagine.
Yeah, we'll
be on the set.
Yeah. Owen and Gravy confirmed.
Yep. Look for us.
Captain Gravy.
Captain Gravy.
And Colonel Turkey. Turkey and Gravy for you.
Turkey Gravy. That's it.
Woo!
Turkey Gravy podcast. All right.
I think we just thought of an idea for a comic book movie. All right. We'll be back in about 2 years. We're gonna go film this. So let's go.
All right. Yeah. See you.
So let's go. Okay. Let's get started with ideas. Okay. Of course. We'll work on this another day. But
no, I have been watching the casting calls for all of the Marvel's movies because even though it's probably a ridiculous chance, I would love to be in the background of a movie.
I would love to be in the background of a Star Wars movie. If I could be an extra in a Star Wars movie, my life would be complete.
Or being a zombie on The Walking Dead.
That would be cool.
Another life achievement.
And I think an ultimate dream for me in third grade, for our yearbook was like, our theme for our yearbook is about, growing up, what we want to be. And of course, of course they gave us a piece of paper. What do you want to be when you grow up? Everybody's writing down, teacher, doctor. What did I write? Jedi.
Nice.
And I could, if I ever became a Jedi in a Star Wars movie, I have like the perfect picture in mind, a close up of that image. Seems like dreams do come true, bitches. It's like me dressed up as a Jedi. I got that picture. It's like dreams come true, bitches. Suck it. I think that'd be really fun to do and just a good time to laugh at.
You have to call up all your old high school.
It's like, hey, it's like, no, this is like elementary. She's like, oh, hey, hey, Mason, remember when I wrote I wanted to be a Jedi in the yearbook? Sends picture. Yeah, suck it. Repeat for like the other 22 people in my class. It's like, oh yeah, hey, yo, teach. Take a look at that. I'm a Jedi. Dreams come true. Oh, P.S. Can I get credit for that project I never did? I'm kidding. I did all my projects. In third grade, I was a big Ghostbusters fan.
Really?
I first saw Ghostbusters when I was like in third grade and completely obsessed about it. And that's the one thing I'm really, really disappointed about, that they're making an all-female cast. And Melissa McCarthy.
Not my favorite.
Why are you messing with my childhood?
No. Kristen Wiig is funny.
I like Kristen Wiig, but I'm thinking,
Yeah. I
mean, so.
Well, they were gonna do all the original cast, but they came into a lot of problems, and then they had one of the cast members die. So
yeah, Harold Ramis. I loved Harold Ramis. Harold Ramis was just absolutely freaking amazing. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to check on Instagram and Twitter here, just for anything else I could talk about. Also, Star Wars Battlefront, they did have some exclusive PS4 giveaways at the Battlefront panel. They had 3 given away there, and currently they're doing a giveaway for 2 PS4s on Twitter with free codes for Star Wars Battlefront when it comes out. So,
nice.
George might have to hit that up later, my friend.
Yeah, I could use a game system. I think my roommates with game systems are moving out, so I've got to get my own now.
I'm moving with it. I'll bring my Xbox One when I get it for my birthday.
I got to start an all-new Skyrim file.
Ooh, Skyrim's fun. I just hopped on the Skyrim bandwagon like 2 weeks ago.
Oh my goodness!
Like over.
You chose the wrong time of year. Finals are coming up.
I mean, I don't see. This is why I didn't bring my Xbox with me. Is because I'd be playing Skyrim too much.
Oh my gosh!
But I do have a friend of mine.
I just started Oblivion earlier this semester. It's not Skyrim. So if you play Skyrim and expect Oblivion to be Skyrim, it's not the same. But it's a lot of fun, and it's good to be back in Tamriel. Looking forward to. I didn't know we were going to talk about this, but I'm looking forward to playing Elder Scrolls Online when it comes out for the consoles.
And
my computer cannot run it.
Also, Bethesda is making their first appearance at EA this summer, or E3. Why did I say EA? And everybody, including my friend Austin, who is obsessing over this, I think the whole world who loves the Fallout series is praying for the announcement of Fallout 4. Because every Bethesda picture I see, about 99% of the comments are Fallout 4 confirmed, because there is a little piece of Fallout. It could be one of the little Fallout bobbleheads, or it could be a poster, or it could be something Fallout related is in that picture. And then everybody's like, Fallout 4 confirmed. Oh my God, they just confirmed Fallout 4. It's like, so I don't understand why if it's their first E3 conference, I think it's only fair that they confirm Fallout 4. I'm still trying to finish Fallout 3. I really haven't played much of it. But I like it so far, because, it was the first time I've really played an open world game where you have to, really choose what you want to do. So I'm probably going to start over because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing.
I used to do different save points and then it would split off into multiple games. So I'd have this game from this.
It's like a read your own adventure kind of stuff.
I'd save my page, go blow up Megaton and then not blow up Megaton.
Yeah.
Actually, the first thing I did was kill the sheriff because I liked his hat. And his duster. So I looked kick ass. A big mustache. Yeah.
Oh, I know another thing we can talk about. Superman versus Batman trailer. First look at the Batman. I was not a big fan of it.
Yeah. It didn't give us a lot.
I'm really not a big fan of the cast they've chosen. I do not like Aquaman as a DC character, and I do not like who they picked for Aquaman. Mainly because he's such a big dick. Because on an autograph he wrote "fuck Marvel." I mean
that's a mortal sin, guys.
Understand that he is a DC property. I can understand, why he would do that. But it's like, dude, really? So it's gonna take more from Zack Snyder. And speaking of Zack Snyder, why did you make a robot voice for Batman I mean, because to me, it's like, it's better than not having, hey guys, I'm Batman, I smoke 40 cigarettes a day. But I mean, it's like, ow, crack my neck. Like, really?
Yeah,
Really?
they had to do something with Ben Affleck's voice.
Oh, Ben Affleck, don't ruin Batman for us.
Affleck.
George Clooney did that enough.
Yeah.
Why you, George Clooney? Why?
But yeah, I'm not really excited about that so much. I know a lot of people are. I don't know. I just think that whole DC cinematic franchise, it's built on Man of Steel, which was, I'm sorry guys, it was a terrible movie.
Speaking of DC, Wonder Woman lost their director this week. I really don't know why. I really didn't get a good look into it, but I know the lady, whoever was directing Wonder Woman, quit, or I believe she got fired actually.
Really?
Because I think from what I heard that she wanted too much creative control over it, and they really weren't into talking about it. They weren't dealing with her, so they fired her. Got on Jimmy Kimmel and did Family Feud.
Yes.
Here's my problem. Avengers. Name a occupation aside from superhero that requires you to wear tights. They said yoga instructor, a few other things, some things among others. Where was wrestling? Wrestler. That's the first thing I thought of. It's like, come on, you couldn't think of a wrestler? And I think it was even more funny when the man himself, Bruce Banner, couldn't think of an answer to the worst possible place Bruce Banner could turn into the Hulk. Hulk couldn't even think of one. He had like two up there and thinking, so, like, no. I mean, it was enjoyable. But I'm kind of disappointed at a couple of points. See, okay, what else could we think of? What else could we think of here? What else could we think of? Let's see. I think we've about covered everything on my list that I made. Daredevil.
Oh my gosh.
Daredevil. How could I forget the mighty Daredevil?
I have been looking forward to Daredevil for the longest time, and it has exceeded all of my expectations.
I binge watched it last weekend. I loved every freaking episode. Gravy here is only 4 episodes in.
I've been pacing myself, not exactly willingly. I've got a whole group of friends. Like we try to make it a big deal. We turn the lights off and everything. But if it was left to me, I would already be done in the first 48 hours.
Well, why don't you? Well, you could be an asshole and just watch all of it now.
I could, but I won't.
Just like right before big moment, spoil it for everybody.
But oh my gosh, really excited what Netflix is doing with Marvel properties. Love their use of violence.
Yes.
Which, I mean, we've seen some gruesome things so far. Bones breaking and faces being smashed open.
And
oh man.
And hot ladies taking their shirts off.
That how
Karen?
Daredevil could lead to a side boob universe.
Oh, Marvel
Yes.
side boob universe.
Marvel
confirmed.
side boob universe.
Confirmed.
Makes me excited
okay.
for Captain Marvel.
Another Snapchat from my ex-girlfriend. Thank you. We do not need. We do not care about. I think that's about it. I think that's about all we can really cover from this weekend.
All right.
Let's see. I'm just trying to think. Because I'd like to drag this out for the next 10 minutes. There's really not much we could talk about. I mean, I guess we might as well end it because we have nothing else to talk about. So, I think that's about does it for the end of our first unnamed podcast, previously called Geek, whatever it was, the
Geek Week review.
Yeah. I am willing to go and investigate the possibility of calling ourselves Saturday Night Geek because I think that could possibly work. But we will come up with a new name before our podcast next week if you're up for one next week.
I don't see why not.
All right. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys. Oh, we have a viewer. Thank you, viewer. Hi, one viewer. We have so yes, thank you for coming on, Mr. Gravy, and we'll see you guys next week.
Have a good one.